Here are 100 idioms related to office jargon commonly used in the United States, along with their meanings and examples. 1 to 10. Touch base, meaning to make contact or reconnect. Example, let's touch base on the project. Low-hanging fruit, meaning easy tasks or opportunities. Example, we'll tackle the low-hanging fruit first. Circle back, meaning revisit a discussion or task later. Example, I'll circle back to you tomorrow. On the same page, meaning to be in agreement. Example, are we all on the same page? Think outside the box, meaning to think creatively. Example, we need to think outside the box. Move the needle, meaning to make significant progress. Example, this strategy could move the needle. Get the ball rolling, meaning start an activity or project. Example, let's get the ball rolling today. Bandwidth, meaning capacity to take on more work. Example, I don't have the bandwidth for this. Boil the ocean, meaning to take on an impossible task. Example, we're not trying to boil the ocean. Run it up the flagpole, meaning to propose an idea for feedback. Example, let's run it up the flagpole first. 11 to 20. Put a pin in it, meaning to pause a discussion. Example, let's put a pin in that for now. Take it offline, meaning to discuss a matter privately later. Example, we'll take this offline after the meeting. Drill down, meaning to focus in more detail. Example, let's drill down on this data. On your radar, meaning to be aware of something. Example, is this on your radar yet? Synergy, meaning the collaboration that creates more value. Example, we need to build synergy between teams. Hit the ground running, meaning to start something energetically. Example, we expect you to hit the ground running. Burning the midnight oil, meaning working late into the night. Example, he's been burning the midnight oil lately. In the weeds, meaning caught up in details. Example, don't get too in the weeds here. Close the loop, meaning to finalize something or bring closure. Example, let's close the loop on this issue. Ping me, meaning to send a quick message. Example, ping me when you're free. 21 to 30. Game plan, meaning a strategy or plan of action. Example, what's the game plan for today? Circle the wagons, meaning to unite and defend a position. Example, let's circle the wagons on this idea. Take ownership, meaning to take responsibility for something. Example, you need to take ownership of this task. Bring to the table, meaning to contribute something useful. Example, what can you bring to the table? Put out fires, meaning to solve urgent problems. Example, I've been putting out fires all day. Blue sky thinking, meaning creative, out-of-the-box thinking. Example, we need some blue sky thinking here. Deep dive, meaning a thorough analysis or investigation. Example, let's do a deep dive into the data. Back to the drawing board, meaning to start over due to a failure. Example, that didn't work. Back to the drawing board. Go the extra mile, meaning to make extra effort. Example, we need to go the extra mile. In the loop, meaning being informed about something. Example, keep me in the loop on this. 31 to 40. Win-win, meaning a solution beneficial to all parties. Example, this deal is a win-win for both. Raise the bar, meaning to set higher standards. Example, this project raised the bar for everyone. Fast track, meaning to prioritize and expedite something. Example, we need to fast track this request. The ball is in your court, meaning it's your responsibility to act next. Example, now the ball's in your court. Think on your feet, meaning to make decisions quickly. Example, you'll need to think on your feet here. Play hardball, meaning to act aggressively or tough. Example, they're playing hardball in negotiations. Fill in the blanks, meaning to provide missing information. Example, I'll fill in the blanks for you. All hands on deck, meaning everyone must help with a task. Example, it's all hands on deck this week. Off the top of my head, meaning from memory without deep thought. Example, off the top of my head, I'd say yes. Hit a home run, meaning to succeed significantly. Example, you really hit a home run with that presentation. 41 to 50. Go back and forth, meaning to engage in a discussion or debate. Example, we've been going back and forth on this. No-brainer, meaning an easy or obvious decision. Example, choosing this software is a no-brainer. Up to speed, meaning fully informed and updated. Example, are you up to speed on the project? Stay ahead of the curve, meaning to be ahead of trends or expectations. Example, we need to stay ahead of the curve. A learning curve, meaning the process of learning something new. Example, there's a steep learning curve here. Throw under the bus, meaning to betray someone for personal gain. Example, he threw me under the bus in the meeting. A game changer, meaning something that significantly changes a situation. Example, this new app is a game changer. Run with it, meaning to take control and proceed with something. Example, great idea, now run with it. Touch all the bases, meaning to cover all aspects of a situation. Example, make sure to touch all the bases in the report. Give a heads up, meaning to provide advance notice. Example, thanks for the heads up about the meeting. 51 to 60. Set the bar high, meaning to establish a high standard. Example, she set the bar high with that performance. The elephant in the room, meaning an obvious problem that's being ignored. Example, let's address the elephant in the room. Under the radar, meaning something that goes unnoticed. Example, this project has been flying under the radar. Play it by ear, meaning to improvise or handle something as it comes. Example, we'll play it by ear after lunch. Ahead of the game, meaning to be in a favorable position. Example, she's ahead of the game on her tasks. Out of the loop, meaning not informed about something. Example, I've been out of the loop on this project. The bottom line, meaning the final or most important point. Example, the bottom line is we need more time. Bite the bullet, meaning to accept or face something difficult. Example, we need to bite the bullet and cut costs. Cut to the chase, meaning to get to the point. Example, let's cut to the chase and discuss the details. Pushing the envelope, meaning to go beyond the expected limits. Example, this idea really pushes the envelope. 61 to 70. Jump through hoops, meaning to face many challenges to achieve something. Example, we had to jump through hoops for approval. Put your money where your mouth is, meaning back up your words with action. Example, it's time to put your money where your mouth is. In a nutshell, meaning summarizing something briefly. Example, in a nutshell, we need more resources. Off the cuff, meaning without preparation or planning. Example, he made an off-the-cuff remark. Throw in the towel, meaning to give up or quit. Example, are we ready to throw in the towel? Hold down the fort, meaning to maintain a position while someone is away. Example, can you hold down the fort for an hour? Keep your eye on the ball, meaning stay focused on the main objective. Example, we need to keep our eye on the ball. Red tape, meaning excessive bureaucracy or rules. Example, we had to deal with so much red tape. Climb the corporate ladder, meaning to move up in the ranks of a company. Example, she's been climbing the corporate ladder quickly. Wear many hats, meaning to handle many roles or responsibilities. Example, in a small company, you wear many hats. 71 to 80. Get ducks in a row, meaning to get organized. Example, we need to get our ducks in a row. Go down the rabbit hole, meaning to get lost in details. Example, don't go down the rabbit hole with that report. Hit the nail on the head, meaning to perfectly describe something. Example, you hit the nail on the head with that analysis. Pull the plug, meaning to stop or discontinue something. Example, we had to pull the plug on the project. Behind the 8-ball, meaning in a difficult or unfavorable position. Example, we're behind the 8-ball on this one. Barking up the wrong tree, meaning pursuing the wrong course of action. Example, you're barking up the wrong tree. Go the distance, meaning to complete a task fully. Example, we need to go the distance with this campaign. The whole 9 yards, meaning everything possible all the way. Example, let's give them the whole 9 yards. Pull your weight, meaning to do your share of work. Example, you need to pull your weight on this team. In full swing, meaning at the height of activity. Example, the project is now in full swing. 81 to 90, light at the end of the tunnel, meaning a sign that a difficult period is ending. Example, we're finally seeing light at the end of the tunnel. Under the gun, meaning under pressure to meet a deadline. Example, we're under the gun to finish this by Friday. Pick your brain, meaning to ask for advice or ideas. Example, can I pick your brain on this issue? Step up to the plate, meaning to take responsibility or initiative. Example, it's time to step up to the plate. On the back burner, meaning temporarily set aside. Example, let's put this on the back burner for now. Hit the nail on the head, meaning to describe exactly what is wrong. Example, you hit the nail on the head with that comment. By the book, meaning following the rules exactly. Example, we have to do this by the book. In the driver's seat, meaning in control of a situation. Example, now that we're funded, we're in the driver's seat. Off the record, meaning not officially documented. Example, this is off the record, but changes are coming. Out of the gate, meaning from the very beginning. Example, we need to be strong.